Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm glad you're here this morning. I know you had a lot to eat yesterday, and it's a Black Friday. I know a lot of y'all have a lot of exciting things to do today, from the woods and the water and the shopping. So let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Panhandle Technical Center. Don't forget, registration starts Monday. We're doing abbreviated weather. Let's just take a look at our tide chart. A lot of folks just want to look at the tides. We talked about it yesterday. It's some neat tides this week, but now next weekend we're going to get in some really good tides. Now, if you headed out for the woods and water this morning, you're going to be in a good time this morning. Our first times looking out on our time would be right now, really, 7:05 to 9:05. After the show, you just get out there 7:05 to 9:05, and then tonight, 7:27 to 9:27. Now, let's get set up on. We got a big, long video coming up on hunting and all. But first, let's talk about Friday night football here in the Panhandle. We got a great game coming up between Blountstown and Liberty County. I'm going to be there. Now, I have special ties on both ends. On Liberty County, Grant Grantham, the coach, his dad and my dad were buddies, and go way back to our granddads and all. His granddad had a pool hall over in Hospital for many years when the paper mill was running back in the 40s and 50s. But anyways, I know that family way back. On Blountstown side, Greg Jordan, married to my niece Amy. Their son is a quarterback for Blountstown, and it's just going to be, if you've ever been to that game, it's like a Florida State or Alabama-Auburn game on just a miniature scale, just a smaller group of people, but the intensity is there. So it's going to be a great football game, and I know I see a lot of y'all there, and I'm looking forward to it. So, and that's going to be for the regional championship. We call that a river rivalry, because the only thing that separates those two communities is the Apalachicola River, and they're going to be getting after it. So it's going to be a good ball game. Looking forward to it. Now, talking about Black Friday, look, we got all kinds of things going on. I do want to mention Panhandle Outdoors. We got a big blowout on our long sleeve shirts, $15.99, short sleeve $10.99, the caps. I was ordered by the ladies that run the shop that we're going to have a big Christmas blowout. So check online at Panhandle Outdoors and get some of those shirts for Christmas gifts and all. And also, I've got this in Blue Water Outriggers having their big Black Friday sale. It's going to be. I was looking down here. They got Abu rod for $59. Those Moultrie game feeders, $39. This is some really good stuff. That doghouse blind, $54. Simon binoculars, $29.98. That's really good stuff. And you get 50% off these collegiate game apparel. You know, you see the Florida, Auburn, Alabama, Georgia stuff. They have it all down there, and they're going to be up to 50% off. And all kind of clearance racks. So I've been to that sale before. It's been really good. And also, for every $100 you spend, you get like another $20 bonus to spend later on. So my wife probably spent a couple $100 probably for Christmas gifts. Hopefully one of my gifts will be in there. Now, let's get set up for this video. We're looking at, everybody's hunting this time of year. Last year I had an opportunity to go up there to Eufaula, Alabama to hunt at the Cochran's farm up there, and they just have a lot of deer. And you're going to see a big deer in this video. You're going to see a big deer that I pass up. It was extremely cold up there, and I just felt like a little bit too far away to take a good, clean kill shot at this deer. But I know there's some really nice bucks I pass up, but they have an 8-point rule, and we got up there hunted around and spent 2 days up there. So the video covers a couple of hunts, and you'll see some. We brought in some. I say we, the hunting party, brought in some nice bucks. So anyway, we're going to take this break, and then we're going to come back and right into the video. And then you guys have a great rest of the Thanksgiving weekend. I know y'all had a great time yesterday with the family. So we're going to get in this video, and you have a great Black Friday. Do something good for somebody today, and God bless. All right, folks, up here in Alabama, outside of Eufaula, I'm with my hunting buddy, Brian Wilkie. Brian, we're walking in the woods now, going to our stands. What's the first thing we've seen?
Well, we saw a little yearling just over on this side, but we got a little armadillo.
Look at here. Let's check. Look at here. What we got here, Brian?
We got a little construction underway.
A beaver
Beavers
pond.
have
Check this out.
made a house right here by our bridge, and that's their dam. You see running along there. It's about 4 or 5 feet above the rest of the creek. They've dammed all this back there. They've done this all in about a month.
Wow, look at that dam.
You see several trees they've cut down right there. Right there.
Yeah, folks, look at that where he cut that tree. How many is in here?
There's 2. I've seen 2.
2? And they got the dam right there. Alright, here's the stand I'm headed for. I'll climb up those steps and be right up there. A beautiful tree. I'll be looking back over this field. Right this way. Alright, you see where I started. I had to climb up those spikes here. All the way up here. Get on this limb. Step over here. And I'm way high. Okay, here's the field I'll be looking at. And the next thing I'm going to do is, you see down here I got a rope around my gun and tripod. So I'm going to pull it up and then I'll get situated. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Beautiful area. To my right, some wooded area. Okay. To my left is a bottom down here. And another pretty wooded area back here. And I bet they're going to come from behind me also. On an Alabama deer hunt. You can see the rye field planted. Alright, let me get my gun up here. Alright folks, all set up. Got everything set. Pointing toward the rye field. I'm facing west, southwest. The wind is coming behind me, which is good in a way. I'm real high. I got on this field here. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're gonna just sit here and chill. Got a north wind. Beautiful winter day in South Alabama. Okay, got my good luck hat on. Oh, there's a big doe. A long way away. Okay, here's another one.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we're back at the Cochran house, and I didn't get one, and Brooke, did you get one?
No.
You didn't get one, Brooke? Well, somebody got one. Tell us who you are, and tell us what happened today.
My name's Angela Sims, and
Say that louder now.
my name is Angela Sims, and she let him walk.
Okay.
And walked out. Daddy told me to shoot him, but then he said don't shoot him because there was another one coming in, but he said it was a doe, so he said just go ahead and shoot him.
How far away was he?
40 yards,
Right, 40 yards.
About 40 yards. And now, and where are you from?
Ashford.
Ashford, Alabama. Now, is this the biggest one you've gotten before?
This is my first book.
This is your first buck.
Need some blood on his face.
Oh, man. Are you excited? That is a nice buck right there, buddy. A nice one. Barber County buck.
It's in the refrigerator.
Turn him sideways a little bit every now and then. That's good, like you got him right there, Hunter. Don't trip over that bucket.
I'm fine. We're fine right here. Well, now, I'm going to let you tell the folks, okay, we just showed you one buck. Now, this is another one. Tell the folks who you are. What's your name?
I'm not going to do that.
Hunter, he's videoing this for
This is
TV.
great.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to it. Talk to
this is Hunter George Cochran.
George Hunter Cochran.
George Hunter Cochran III. You're named after your granddad. A lot of y'all remember Coach George Cochran way back in the Mosley days in the 80s and 90s. His grandson. Where did you see this deer?
We were walking out in the woods and we saw all kind of deer, and we heard this foot stomp, and then we looked and he was in the behind us, and we were walking, and finally he came out and I shot him.
He came out? Now,
He came out and then I stepped to go shoot him, and a spike that came behind him, they ran away, and this deer came back and I shot him.
well, how far away was he?
30 yards maybe, Dad?
Probably.
About 30 yards.
Were you nervous?
No.
You weren't?
Can't hit a deer if I'm nervous.
Well, listen, have you shot another deer before?
Yes, sir, I've shot 3 of them before.
You shot 3. This is your 4th buck?
No, this is my 3rd buck.
That's your 3rd buck. How big were the others?
My other 6-point was better than this, and I shot a little spike that had horns this long.
Yeah. What do you enjoy about deer hunting?
It's fun shooting them and then cleaning them.
It is? Is your daddy does your dad help a lot?
Yes, he gets kind of mad because he has to clean it.
What about your mom? Does she help any?
No, sir. She
She don't
doesn't know until I get it cleaned.
Oh, but I bet she's happy when you bring one home, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Now, she gets to choose what kind of meat we want. I'm not too happy about that.
What kind of meat do y'all usually get?
We usually get smoked like sausage or whatever.
Smoked sausage. Well, buddy, that is a fine buck you got this afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, we're back at the house, and we're starting to tell the deer stories. Lester,
Yeah.
how'd you do today?
I saw a couple small 8 points and a couple does.
Okay. Lester, basketball coach of Ashford
Ashford High School.
Ashford High School.
Alabama.
And Coach Wilkie, their brother-in-laws.
This is what it's all about right here.
Right here.
If we kill any deer, we're going to eat some oysters. That's all.
Folks, you see what we have right here.
That's right.
We're
That's
set-
right.
Oysters and
Have a
gumbo.
good meal.
I was thinking about this in the tree stand. I couldn't wait to get back to these oysters.
That's right.
I thought if I could hold the camera long enough, y'all would get all of them done, but I better.
Oysters from Texas.
No,
Or
these come,
Apalachicola.
these are Apalachicola, I can promise you.
All right.
They came out of Tarpon Dock Seafood. All right, folks, it's daybreak the next morning. The sun's getting ready to come up. Beautiful morning. It is cold. It's 18 degrees. And I've got a big field in front of me. Coach Wilkie's way over there in the stand about 300 yards from me. And absolutely beautiful. Wow. I can't think of anywhere else I'd rather be right now at daybreak. can see the frost on the ground. It looks like snow. The whole area is frosted over. Just saw 4 deer run through here. Been listening to the woodpeckers and wood ducks, squirrels. Beautiful morning. Two big bucks. I passed up the shot. Big buck. Right, there's a doe and a yearling. I have seen a lot of deer this morning. A couple of big bucks. Doe and yearling. Folks, it's about 10:30 in the morning. I just got out of my tree stand, but to show you how cold it is. There's still ice on this beaver pond. All right, this is our last afternoon. Brian, what's our game plan? I see you got one on your back. You got to.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the rye field right here, and hopefully we'll get a doe to come out, and followed by a buck.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go down in the pines there on the road and hunt some scrapes and rubs and see if I can see what's working those scrapes and rubs. So hopefully we'll come up with a big one tonight.
Okay. Well, we got a nice stand right there. All right, here's my tree stand for this afternoon. The sun will be behind me. I'll be facing a field, and also the trees behind me. That'll be a good place. Beautiful forest right in here. All right, folks, that's the first deer of the afternoon, but I just got a text message from Brian. He had just shot an 8-point. So I'm going to leave my stand, and we're going to go get that 8-point. But just as I'm getting ready to leave, you see what's going on. They're just starting to come in. All right, Coach Wilkie.
We're talking about those scrapes we were going to hunt.
Look at here.
This is what was making the scrapes.
Did you just come walking by or what?
Yeah, I had to sit down but 10 minutes. And he came out from a little bottom that we got down there. And he came out in the road, and I shot him at him. The first time I must have missed. And he ran about 20 yards, and I shot him the second time, and that's when I hit him. And I got my big helpers here that helped me bring him back. Couldn't have done it without him.
All right. You had Birch and Hunter.
Yep.
Y'all a lot of help to your Uncle Brian?
Yes, sir.
A lot of help. Okay. Well, you know, I heard a shot, and then a shot right after that, so I knew you weren't far from me, but I thought
I was probably I sat down about 10 minutes, and that deer came out. And that's when I shot, like I said, the first time, and it went about 20 yards, and shot the second time. That's when I hit it and ran off down in the bottom about 120 yards, and was laying there dead. I didn't find a drop of blood where I shot him.
You didn't? Or where'd you hit him?
I hit him kind of a little further back, but I did get part of the lungs. A little bit further back than what you should hit him, but it was good enough to bring him down.
That's good. Well, George, I can say, look at here, George. We've had a good weekend up here, buddy.
Thanks, sir.
We've got a Let's see, we got a 6 point.
Bear Creek Cotton Lodge.
Yeah. Two 8 points and a 6 point.
2 8 points and a 6 point.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good weekend.
That ain't bad.
It was a full moon this weekend. A lot of times you don't see as many deer when it's a full moon, but you know, during this time of year, the buck's still generally gonna move some. So we did see a few.
And I guess the best thing of all of we had 2 kids get 2 deer.
2 kids killed. One killed a 6 and one killed an 8. One of them was his first buck.
Oh yeah.
So.
And then the older man was Coach Wilkie.
Yeah.
All right, great weekend, George. Thanks for the hospitality.
Dad,
Thank
come
you, Coach Chester.
All right, we'll
Dad,
see.
he's got a big
We'll see you boys later.
Like,
I said bye to Coach Chester.
Big
like
night.
Coach
Hunter.
Chester. Like a big
See you later.
Like Coach Chester. But no.
All right, George, tell us what we have right here.
This cow, and these 2 calves were born yesterday. They're twins. And it's rare the cow has twins. It's rare that she'll accept both of them. And it's rare that they both live. And
So
they're doing pretty good now. They're both nursing. They'll probably both be kind of runts because she won't be able to provide enough milk. We got her up here so we can feed her a little better and just kind of keep them together so she can kind of help look after them a little better till they get a little older.
And how old are they now?
They were born yesterday morning, so they're
Wow.
about 36 hours probably.
They look pretty
They look-
strong to be.
Yeah,
you know.
they're running around, buck around. They're feeling pretty good, but they're hungry. And every chance they get, they go to eating. But she can't produce enough milk for both of them.
So you got some extra for her?
I do. I don't know if I'll get them to nurse it or not. If they get weak, I can feed them, but a lot of times you get in and start messing with them, then she'll get nervous, and
Yeah.
it makes a bad situation worse. It's better probably just to, as long as they can survive, just let them make it on their own.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.